Okay, cool. Again, welcome to staff meeting. Excited to have everybody here today. What we're going to be covering today is we're going to be covering a couple of brief things. Now, I want to cover, and we'll do this a couple of times this month. We'll do this here today. We'll also do this for our vision meeting. We're going to cover how the spring unfolds. Okay, what is the spring agenda? What does it feel like? What does it look like? How does it work? And what do you guys need to know in order to be prepared to make the most out of this spring semester? Whether you're in school, whether you're not in school, whether you're a MIT, whether you're an AM, what your plan is for this next semester. That's what we're going to be covering today, and I'm excited to go through this stuff with you guys. So, with that said, I first want to review the calendar with you guys. So if you can see it up here, or you can pull it up on your Google Calendar, the Bomb City calendar. This has all of our office events. So today we have an interview later today at 1 o'clock, and then later today at 5:45. Tomorrow we leave to Austin at 5:30 in the morning. We'll meet here at the office. If you're not carpooling with us, then still leave at 5:30 so that way you're there on time. And then we will get there around 1:30. And we'll go over the agenda here in just a little bit. But before we do that, I want to cover this with you. Is it a demo? Okay, that's fine. So then we'll have YB this weekend. Next week we will have a workshop 8:30 to 10 a.m. Bless you. I wanted to get a head count for you guys. Who will be there for the 8:30 workshop? Claire? Yes.
I'll be there.
Okay. What I'd like to make sure that we have 5 people in attendance with at least one assistant manager. So Brice will be there, Clary will be there, and then we have Kellen who's going to be there as well. I'm going to be running this. My goal is to have at least 5 people in attendance. It's not required to have the full team there, so I'm going to try and get some other signups from some of our other people as well. Okay, and then we'll have our staff blitz from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, with our staff blitz, this is going to be more, if you guys remember from the beginning of the fall semester, more application generation focused. Okay, so because we're not having a training class, we can call the PRs from last week. However, they're going to be a little bit old. So what we're going to do is we're going to take lots of pictures this weekend. We're going to make some content from this weekend. We're going to post it on Sunday and Monday. So that way we have material to boost applicants, right? So on Monday, we're going to be doing a mixture of generating applications and calling and booking PRs. Okay. So for Claire and Adrian, you guys are going to get you're going to get kind of a workshop on how to generate applications for a business, how to get people applying for the job. And then Liberty is shadowing that first interview at 2:15 and then at 5:15. And then the next morning, Tuesday at 7 a.m., we are going to be business carding out in Canyon. This is where we're going to take some business cards and run around and put them on these doors on off-campus apartments. We'll do that for 2 hours. We'll knock out probably 5 or 6 apartment complexes. It's a lot of fun. We'll meet out there in Canyon at 7 o'clock. It's a lot of fun. You'll knock it out. It'll be a good time, and we'll grab coffee or pancakes or something like that afterwards. Then we'll have a workshop at 11:30. Is anybody planning to be at that one? Because I'm also one of 5-person attendance. It's at 11:30 to 1. I'm not requiring you guys to be there, but I do want 5 people in attendance from our team, and I'm just asking.
I can join via Zoom after because I get out of class at 12:15.
Okay. Okay, so you couldn't join halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do have a possible availability for a demo.
Okay. Yeah. If you book a demo, do the demo.
As of right now.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, and then Liberty will run her part 2 interview on 3:30 there. That's where her and I will split it. And then at Tuesday at 6:15, Liberty will run her own interview with Brooke shadowing her. Wednesday, the 21st, 7 a.m., will be business carding in Amarillo. We'll go to Town Square. We'll go to the popular apartments around here, do some business cards there. And then Serena will run the interview at 1 o'clock, and Serena will also run the interview at 4:15. I will be running another workshop at Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Is there anybody that wants to sign up for that one? You want to be there for that?
Yes.
If I have a no-show, then I'll be there.
Yeah, I might be there.
Okay. Put it in your calendar if you're planning to be there. I want this to be. It's not like I don't want to require attendance or anything like that, but if you're like, yes, I'm going to be there, then be there, right? And like, just do what you say you're going to do, basically. So okay, I believe you, Brooke. Thank you. Cool. So if you're planning to be there, put it in your calendar. And then Thursday, nothing in the morning. Brisha's interviews at 1:15. Brooke will be at 4 o'clock. And then we have our SLDM, which the only person that would be qualified to go for it is Claire, Kellen, and Zachariah. Those are the only three people that are qualified. We've got confirmation for Claire going to SLDM. If you're not, for everybody else, we will have our sales huddle that night at 6 p.m. to 8, because this is when school starts back. So we're moving our team meeting back to that evening. Okay, right, because of school. With that said, you guys remember, I don't think we made our team meeting schedule this far out when we did, but okay, so I'm gonna go like this. What day is that? January 22nd. Okay, what's our theme for this Thursday, the team meeting? Theme ideas: white lies, pajama days, anything but a water bottle, twin day, dad fits, Adam Sandler day, stuffed animal day, dress like your manager day, pitbull. Also, I thought of the idea of like dress like your dad day. That would be fun, like your dad. Pitbull day, blackout, whiteout, pink out, athleisure, throw a fit. Thoughts? What do we want to do? Oh, yeah, I can scoot it up a little bit. Game ideas, food ideas, theme ideas. What's the theme that we want to do? You can also add a theme if you think
White
something.
lie. It's
White
just the
lie?
one. Yeah.
It's where you wear a white t-shirt and you write something on your t-shirt that's obviously true, right?
Not true.
It's not true.
Yeah, so like for me, it would be like I'm always on time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, something that's not true. That's kind of
That'd be funny. Could do that one.
okay. Everybody's gonna need a white shirt that they're okay with putting a Sharpie on. Yeah, Thursday the 22nd.
Wait, that's when I have the other thing, right?
Sales huddle?
SLDM.
I don't remember. Is it in your
Yeah,
calendar?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is in Thursday.
Oh, the SLDM, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know your calendar. Yes, the SLDM is that day. Food ideas: popcorn, cupcakes, cookies, bagel bar, pizza, fruit trays, pigs in a blanket, pretzels, chips and queso, candy dump, brownie bites, homemade treats. Can we just make Rylan make brownies every team meeting?
Yeah.
Fire. What do we want to do? Popcorn is always fun and easy. No.
You know what I want?
What do you want?
Pigs in a blanket.
Pigs in a blanket? Like homemade or like just bought from the store?
I'll probably bring a fruit tray.
Okay.
Or is it kind of like, are we all like thinking out what we're gonna bring?
No, it's like one thing for everybody.
Why not fruit tray?
Oh yeah, it's
Not
fruit
We do
tray.
a fruit tray.
Look at you.
Workshop topic. What do we want to talk about? Let's see. This is the 22nd.
Let's have Kirsten come up here.
Oh, we should talk about B blocks, how to upgrade, stuff like that. Because for the longest time, I was like, what's the difference between a B block and like, what's the other thing? I don't know.
Try to break it down and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I didn't know that was the first time. I was like, give me 1 minute, look, I'll see.
So you just notice it like that?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it, because instead of getting like the signature block, you get the signature bead block, and you add a table. You go on a table.
Or I don't know if you're set in stone in upserving and upselling. Dang it. Oh, we could go over like specialty knives.
Yeah, Kristen could do that too. Like how to sell those, like something,
Yeah.
selling accessories. I can talk to Kristen about that. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. So that week we have SLDM training for this week. So Brooke, you're gonna be there for that shadowing training this week.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Brisa, are you gonna shadow this training as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just leave early on Friday.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Serena, are you gonna shadow training on Friday, Saturday?
I will for sure shadow on Friday. Saturday, I have a wedding, but I don't know what time I need to be there yet.
Is it
So-
in Amarillo?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I know it's definitely not. I was kind of thinking like where it would be because she's from Littlefield, which is like an hour from Amarillo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, sounds good. Staff meeting will be 9:30 that morning, next Friday. So make sure everybody that you guys have that in your calendar. 9:30 next Friday, we'll have our staff meeting. Okay, let's go to the following week. So this is the 25th through the 31st. Brooke will be running her first training. Brooke, we need to set a time where you and I can meet for like 2 to 3 hours and do a training overview.
Yeah.
Probably take 3 hours would be the plan. Wednesday is good for me. If you want to do that.
Yeah, no Wednesday.
I guess- Technically, I'm not supposed to work. What about Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say after your recruiting shift.
Yes.
Like here, 1 to 4. That'll give us enough time to.
Yes.
You want me to stop using Look It's Brooke and use your other one?
Yeah, can you use my other one?
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
never- you never changed it.
Sorry. My fault. Okay. Okay. I'm running the interviews that Monday. Liberty runs the interviews that Tuesday. Serena runs the interviews that Thursday. Brisa and Brooke running the interviews Serena Wednesday, Brisa, Brooke Thursday. Sales huddle team meeting on the 29th. Staff meeting on 9:30 before training. If we need to switch around that staff meeting, we always can. Remember we said until what, the first week of February, we were doing our blitz on Mondays and doing nothing on Sundays. It's kind of a trial run to see if we're able to get the same quality numbers that we did last semester without doing it on Sunday. So guys, for you guys who are new, last semester we did our blitz on Sundays. We got a lot of good numbers, but nobody really loved being up here on Sundays, and especially me. I was kind of a stick in the mud about it. But so we're going to attempt to do it on Mondays, and if we can get the same quality numbers, then we'll keep doing it on Mondays and not have anything on Sundays. Now, this should be in everybody's calendar. I want 100% attendance on this. Sunday the 25th, January 25th, we are doing a vision building for 2026 event. Okay, we're going to go to Ryland's apartment. We're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. We're going to sit down on the couch, pull up a TV, and we're going to do a big vision event on Sunday the 25th. I need everybody to be there. So if there's something in your calendar, let's do what we can to move it. If it's something important, come talk to me and we can try and figure something out. I want to make sure everybody can be there from 5 to 8 p.m. It should be a priority. This is like big stuff that you don't want to miss out on. Me, Kristen, and Lily did this last semester, and it really set the tone for our team this fall. And it's what put us in a position, a big reason of the direction that we came this last fall. So we're going to set that vision for 2026 and the spring semester. So please make that a priority. Again, Sunday the 25th, it'll be in Canyon. We're going to be at Ryland's apartment. We'll make food, have drinks, have a great time. It'll be an event. Okay, so casual. If you want to bring food, bring snacks. If you want to, whatever, like this will be a fun event. We'll have games and things like that too. So, okay. And that's for staff only, by the way. So don't invite non-staff. That's our staff only thing. Sales huddle that Thursday, team meeting, or sales huddle that Thursday, staff meeting on Friday. Brooke's running her first training. Woo-hoo, let's go, Brooke. We're going to have a great time that weekend, the 30th and the 31st. I will be around. I will run this interview on Saturday at 3:45. Oops. Also for you new reps, new AMs, your AMITs, you guys, I want you to come shadow me as often as possible with interviews, as many times as you can to shadow me so that you guys can learn how to run interviews and not only learn how to do it, but also be really good at it, okay? Get to the level that Brees is at, that Brooks at, that Serena's at, where you have really quality numbers even as a new rep. That's going to be a big checkpoint milestone for you guys, is to have the professionalism and the confidence to interview people. And that's something that we're going to teach you this semester. So I want you guys to come shadow me as often as possible. Let's see, anything else I'm missing this week? Something I forgot. The 19th, January 19th, we are starting with our sourcing. So this is really exciting because initially we were sourcing for Amarillo. Now that Brooke, Teresa, and Serena have their territories, you guys have officially been given your territory. We're going to start sourcing for your territory. So for some of you guys, I sent you guys some Instagram handles that I just went there, and that's how easy it is. I went there, I found a couple of popular people in the area, and we're going to build off of those people. We're going to do what's called a spider webbing with the Jumpstart, and we're going to get to so many so fast. So the goal is that you're sourcing 100 per day. Okay, your own office. Now, if you do 100 per day, that's 700 a week, which for 4 weeks, that's going to get you to 28. That's almost 2,800, almost 3,000 handles. I started this office with 800. I wish I would have done more. Had I done more, we would have had a better May. Let me tell you what Tyler's team does. They do 5,000 to 7,000 minimum. Okay, per MIT. So we don't need to do that many, because why? Well, because we have better results. So we don't have to do that many to get the same results. We can do less and get the same results. However, we want to set you up. It's going to be challenging. You're probably going to miss some days. Don't let up though. Like, it's one of those things, like, you keep trying until you get the rhythm. Sourcing 100 will probably take you 45 minutes to an hour. So it's going to add an extra 45 minutes to an hour of time. And when do you do it? You do it when you're watching Netflix. You do it when you're laying in bed. You do it when the non-important things are happening. So this is like in your downtime when you're investing. Think about it like this. I'm going to invest an hour every day now. For every hour I invest in my office now, is an hour I'll gain back at the beginning of May. Okay, because I'm going to have a team, I'm going to have a staff, I'm going to have a sales team that I'm going to be able to work with. Okay, so I'm going to be on the same pace. I'm going to be on the same challenge. I'm challenging myself to source 100 per day. Let me tell you, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be fun. Well, it's not that it's not fun. It's a challenge. 100 per day is going to be a lot. Okay, and we might. We'll see how this goes for the first week. So, anyways, we'll be starting that sourcing every week. We want to source source for your office, source for your team, and we want to build up as many as possible on the 19th as soon as we get back. And for Claire and Adrian, you guys don't know what that means. You'll learn about it at YB, and we'll teach you as well. It's basically sourcing Instagram handles of people in the area that could be great sales reps. Okay, it's just writing their names on a list. That's all it is. So we're gonna start doing that. Okay, 30th, 31st, first week of February. Schedule's the same. We have our first MIT meeting after YB on the 6th. So make sure that you have that in your calendar, 4 to 8:30. That's going to be in Lubbock. Serena, you're running your first training that weekend. I will help you run that and take over for half of day one. And then for day two, you'll have to be here for that to finish that as well. I'll be in the office. I'll run this interview so that I'm there. Sales huddle, staff meeting. We got a pretty consistent schedule. And then same thing, Monday. Okay, I'm gonna need these interviews taken. Now this is a month out, so we're not gonna do this now, but I will need these interviews taken because they moved the DM meeting from Wednesday to Monday. So we'll cover that after YB. Then the next week, the 16th through the 20th, I go to Vegas. So we're going to need all staff events taken care of, all office functions. That means PDI. That means now by this time, Brooke and Serena will have already run their trainings. So you guys will be managing the current team that we have there. And then I'll probably need help with managing the rest of our team in case if we do need that help. Rylan will be running training that weekend, the 20th and the 21st. Once again, I will be there to run an interview and to help out with training. I leave on Monday morning and I get back Thursday morning as well. The following week, February 26th, we have our second MIT meeting of the month. So it's 20 days later. So it's going to feel kind of like a busy month. You're going to be taking over the office for that week. You're going to be in 2 MIT meetings that week. It's going to feel like a lot. But look at our interview calendars. The only things that you guys have, Liberty has 1 day of interviews. Serena has 1 day of interviews. Brooke and Brisa have 1 day of interviews. So for each of you, that's 1 day in the office for your skills development, and then the other times are the staff meeting and the sales huddle and the MIT meeting. So this week, these like 2 to 3 weeks here is going to feel like a marathon. It's going to feel like a lot for those of you who are also doing the MIT meetings. For Adrian and Claire, you guys are not a part of the MIT meetings, so you don't have to worry about that yet. And then this week, the 27th, is when I bounce out and I go to the Caribbean on the cruise with the company trip. And so this training will have to be taken on the 27th and 28th as well, which we haven't gotten that far with booking our trainings yet. So we will get there. The other thing that I want you DMs to put in your calendar, Wednesday the 25th. So Serena, you don't have to do this. Wednesday the 25th, March 25th. From 10 to 6, we will have a DM summer planning meeting. So you need to make sure that's in your calendar because that will be a DM meeting that you're invited to once again. March 25th. Now Stacy did not tell me that. I'm just thinking back to what I did as a new DM. And
It's in Lubbock?
Yes,
Oh.
March 25th, 10 to 6 in Lubbock. Stacy Gerardo did not tell me that you guys are going to be there, but I'm just planning on you guys going to be there because it's the DM summer planning meeting. So you're going to want to be, you're going to probably, they're going to probably tell you to be there anyways for that. If that's subject to change, then you get your day back if you're not supposed to be there. But I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be required to be there. Okay. Yes.
I'm going to be out February 9th through 12th.
Okay. What are you doing?
My birthday trip.
Oh. Right. Did you already book stuff?
Mhm.
You did?
Mhm. That was fun to do.
No, it's good on the schedule thing. When you were talking about it the other day, I wanted to help you on the money side of things. But that's, you already booked stuff, so it's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so we got the calendar out of the way. Do we have any questions on that? So Adrian and Claire, the things that should be in y'all's calendar are staff blitz at 1 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday. Adrian, do you have class during that time? Actually, it's MLK Day. Nobody's gonna have class. There's no class on Monday. Staff meeting is next Friday, 9:30 to 11 a.m. Make sure that's in your calendar. Okay. And then what workshops? Adrian, we have 3 workshops next week. 8:30 to 10 on Monday, 11:30 to 1 on Tuesday, 4 to 5:30 on Wednesday. Which ones can you be at? Which ones do you want to sign up for?
Say those times again?
It's on the calendar. Monday 8:30 to 10, Tuesday 11:30 to 1, Wednesday 4 to 5:30.
Back for the one on Wednesday. Or we just, oh wait, actually I have work that day. Let's do the workshop on Monday.
Okay. Make sure you guys have the sales huddle on Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in your calendar as well. Now, Claire and Adrian, when we come back from YB, I want to talk about having you guys shadowing interviews with me next week when we come back from YB. Now you don't just have to shadow my interviews; you can also shadow Brooks. You can also shadow Brisa's. You can also shadow Serena's. Those are people who've been running interviews for 4 months now, 5 months now, and have good numbers with it. So you can also shadow theirs. But I want to make sure that that you guys get some times to get scheduled to go shadow 2 or 3 interviews over the next. Really, I want you to shadow 3 interviews over the next 2 weeks. So the week after YB and the week after that, I want you to shadow at least 3 to 4 interviews to get you ready to run your interviews. At some point in the semester, probably in February, we'll start what's the word? Ushering you guys into the interview schedule to get you guys into a program once you guys feel more confident and have been trained that you'll be able to run some interviews. So, okay, that's that on schedule wise. Questions on those things? Questions.
When is Maria coming back?
So, when you get back?
Oh, that's a great question. After YEB, depending on what time I get home on Sunday, I'll just have to pack up the rest of my things and may or may not drive back to Canyon on Sunday, but it's not looking very promising, so I'll probably come back on Monday. So,
This Monday.
yes.
Got it.
But I'm super excited to see you guys.
Miss you.
I know I miss you guys. Can't wait to be with y'all at YEB. It's gonna be so much fun.
It is going to be a blast.
Yes, I'm so excited. I just want to skip to the banquet.
Steven, so you were always sitting with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna do a YB overview here at the end of staff meeting. I can go over that. Don't let me forget, because that was not in my head, but that's a good thing to cover. Is that what you're gonna ask? Who's like
Yeah.
sitting right? Yeah, we can go over that. Okay, so now I want everybody to pull out a piece of paper, and you're gonna write down what I'm gonna write down. We're gonna go over how the we're gonna go over how the spring unfolds. We'll cover how the spring unfolds, what you guys can expect, when the high season, when's the low season, how does it all work?
Just think too, this is for the fall and not for the winter.
What's that?
We were like unfolding the fall season,
Uh-huh.
and now it's.
Now the fall's are the best.
That's weird. I mean, so I just, like, I don't know how to feel like this.
Yeah.
That's not-
Okay. So, what is the month? January, February, March, and April. Okay. So here's how our business works. We have turnover every semester. There are a number of reps from last semester that helped us hit our goals that are no longer working with us because they went back home, they stopped working with us, they got a different job, they wanted to do something else, they decided this job wasn't for them, something along those lines. We don't have we have a number of reps, so we have turnover. So at the beginning of every campaign, the reason I tell you that is because at the beginning of every semester, otherwise known as a campaign, it's basically like starting the business over. Now, the goal is every semester that we are developing leaders and developing a foundation to start the next semester with. So if you guys remember from last semester, starting the fall, there was nobody, there was nothing. There was just Brooke, Risa, and Serena, and Alexis, right? This is just the four of us. Now we're growing. Now we've added Adrian. We have you guys still. We've added Claire. We've added Liberty. We've added Rylan. And Kristen's been promoted to CSP. So there's turnover because Kristen's done. Lily's about to graduate, so she's out. And so there's some turnover there. They're not going to be helping us run the team anymore. So that's why at the beginning of every semester, the way we treat the beginning of the semester is like we're starting business over. It's like we're starting a new business. And so we're riding the wave of the momentum that we have right now. So let's talk about how each month unfolds with this business for the next 4 months. So January, we have our push. So this is big on sales. Okay. This is a big time to make personal income through your personal sales. And this is even past YEB push because like I said earlier, when you book demos for after the push, well, you're going to have momentum and you're going to continue to sell. Okay. Now, when do things start to change? Well, the goal is for every AM that you're able to sell $1,000 or 2 orders every week per week. So the goal for you guys is that you don't stop selling, okay? Is that you continue to sell. You're going to build off the skill sets and the confidence that you developed and learned here so that throughout the spring, you can sell 2 orders every week. You can get 2 orders every week. You can sell $1,000 every week. So hopefully that doesn't die down. But January is big on push. Then we also have YEB here, which is big on training and development. So you're going to learn a lot of things here and you're gonna be really pumped up, really excited. You guys, anybody ever been to a church camp before?
You-
You know how you come off with like Jesus high? Like you're just like on fire for the Lord. Like you're on the mountaintop is what they call it. And then you come back to real life and like you get off the mountaintop. The idea is that you want to get it for Cutco, you want to get on the mountaintop and build off of that. Like you're going to come back off the mountaintop. You're going to come back to reality, but you want to have taken away something and built something from it. So what does that look like? Well, at YUB, we're going to talk about leadership training, sales skills, confidence, the next steps within the business. You're going to get to meet people. You're going to get to sit down at a round table with professionals, asking them questions on how they got good at this job. You need to have a few takeaways that you're going to take back here and say, this is going to be different in my job. This is going to be different in my life. This is going to be different, and make the difference. So that's how you take something, you get to the mountaintop, you take something back down to the village that you live in, and you build something with it. That's what it's like to go to an event like this. We're going to be super excited after this event, and you're going to be so confident, so motivated for the spring. It's important that you actually do something with what you learn here. So we have YB in January, and then this is really where we start with. This is big for AM promos, and including leadership development. Okay. So my goal is that you guys are developing yourself as leaders for the MITs, people who already have their territories or people who are scheduled and set to go run their own office this summer, and then also developing the leaders here in our office for this summer for our assistant manager team. So you guys are in a really unique opportunity. I wish I was in your spot. Whenever I became an assistant manager, I didn't have anybody other than Gerardo to try and be like, or to learn from. You guys have a team of people who are going to go run their own office around you that you can glean all of the lessons, all the information from, and basically ride on the coattails until they leave and then pick up where they left off. And not even that. I don't want you guys to think about like, oh, well, I don't really step into my role till this summer, and that's when I get really good at my job. It's like, no, get really good now, and let's have an awesome spring to where you step into your own this spring, and then we have a team of awesome people so that new assistant managers that we bring on in the summer to fill up our spots, they're now riding on your coattails because you guys are the giants in the office. But right now it feels like Brooke and Brisa and Serena are the Mount Rushmore here, right? Because they are. But the goal is that you guys, our new assistant managers, get so skilled that you guys become up there with them this semester so that when the summer starts, the new assistant managers that we're going to bring on look at you guys as the Mount Rushmores, and you're then teaching them the leadership skills that we're teaching you now. Okay, so that's a big vision. So AM promos and leadership development starts here. February, this is also big for, January is still big for campus recruiting, and that's going to kind of trickle into February because school doesn't start until January 20th. School starts on the 20th for the semester. So then that means the third week of school is the first week of February, which is a big time. We don't always want to get like on campus with something called campus tabling. It's where we take a table and we set up a booth on campus and take applications, pass out business cards and things like that, talk to the students about our job. We do that, but we don't want to do that the first week of school because everybody's frantic. Nobody's looking for a job first week of school. Everybody's looking for a job second, third, fourth, fifth week of school. So campus recruiting and campus planning will be huge in February. This is also when I go out of town. I'm going to be out of town roughly for 4 days here, then I'm back for a week, and then I'm on the cruise here as well. So I'm going to be out of town for 4 days, 8 days, 9 days, 5 days, 9, 15, that's 14. I'll be gone for about 2 weeks during this time. So during those 2 weeks, our sales need to still be up. Our sales, and it starts with the leadership of the assistant managers. And also, that's why this matters so much right now, because who's going to be running out the office during these times? You guys will be, okay? You guys will be. Everybody will play a part. Everybody will have a role. Everybody's going to be influential and key in the management of this office during this time. So, so recruiting is big here. We want to launch 10 plus. Launch 10 plus. Whenever I say launch, that's a new sales rep starting the team. So we want to start 10 new sales reps in February, 10 new sales reps in October, or sorry, October. In March, guys, I am all twisted and turned around. In March, this is when, for you MITs, this is when MIT prep becomes big. This is when you want to start to lock down apartment plan, lock down, you want to have your source list complete. So the recruiting here in January, you want to be Instagram and social media recruiting through this entire month, so that really in March, you have your list. You have 5,000 people on your list, 3,000 people on your list, and you follow them on your Instagram too, so that you're building a network, you're building a relationship. The people that I sent you guys, I went and followed them too. I've already gotten like 4 or 5 follow backs from all those people.
You follow all of them?
You want to not follow everybody that you source, okay? But you want to follow the big names. I remember so many times whenever I was new here, people were like, "Man, all my friends follow you." Like that's why I responded to your DM, because like a bunch of my friends followed you, and I was like, I don't know any of them, but I followed them and they followed me back. And so then whenever I DM'd you, you saw that everybody followed me, so they thought that I knew you or I knew the people, so that made them trust me. And so then we got them on the job. And then I was able to recruit their friends because now I know them. And they're on the job and they're successful. They're doing good. So when you're moving to a new territory that you don't have any contacts in, that you don't know anybody, this is big. It's big. So for you new AMs, there's something called FIRE. FIRE is scheduling people for the interview. Scheduling people on the job, applicants, personal referrals. It's people who we can reach out to and get them scheduled for an interview, to come in for an interview that will be interested in the job. FIRE is it's the fire behind our business. It's the reason we do so well. It's the reason that we sell so much. It's the reason we're selling so much right now. Adrian wouldn't be here without FIRE. Okay. Brooke was here before we had a FIRE program. Brisa was here before we had a FIRE program. Serena was here before we had a FIRE program. But you guys have built a FIRE program that brought Adrian here, that brought Claire here, that brought Kellen here, that brought Rylan here, that brought Liberty here, right? This team is built off the back of FIRE. Okay, FIRE it's the fire behind our business. It's the thing that's going to create our sales for next month. Okay, so that's why FIRE matters so much. So FIRE is basically another type of recruiting. Okay, it's scheduling these people, campus recruits, IG recruits, into interviews to get them started on the job. March, MIT prep becomes heavy here. This is where we find your office too. We will find your office in March, the end of March to April. So it's really like after the cruise. After the cruise is when it gets put on the DVMs list. You go find an office for you guys. We will send you options. We will send you options. There are certain things, and I can talk you guys through what we look for in a good office. What we don't want to do is we don't want to get you an overpriced office. We don't want to put you in an inconvenient area for people to park and find you where it's difficult to find. And we want you in a good layout and with a good landlord. So those are the big criteria that we're looking for: is the layout, the cost, the landlord, and the location. Those are going to be big for your commercial offices. So with that said, we'll do all the heavy lifting on this. We'll make it easy for you. And this is what we always do. If we can find multiple options that are good, viable options, we'll send you the options. If there's only one option, we'll send you the one option and say, hey, how do you feel? How do you like it? Okay, that's what we did with Lily. We're like, hey, Lily, there's not a lot of options here in Lawton, so here's the best one we found. You go with it? She said, do you like it? I like it. I said, okay, great, let's close it because this was the best option I found. And we closed it right there. We closed it that day. That's what that's going to be after the cruise. So if you're worried about your office space, don't be worried about that. That's not until March. If you're worried about your apartment, you want to plan to have a move-in date here at the end of April or May. It's really once your school is done. When your school is over, that's when you move into the office or move into your apartment. So really, you don't need to you need to be looking for an apartment in March, but you don't need to lock it down until April. Okay, you don't need to lock it down until April, until at least 2 to 3 weeks before you move in. Okay, you want to have a plan 2 to 3 weeks before you move into your apartment. So, what's happening here? We have our Mexico trip here. Woo-hoo, let's go to Mexico. Mexico trip. And then what else do we have? So our Mexico trip, and then we have what's our kickoff meeting. So everybody will go to this kickoff meeting that's on staff. Okay. If I can bring, so all you managers, you guys will be required to be there. For you assistant managers, I'm going to vouch for you guys to be there. My plan is to have a team of 7 new assistant managers by this time. So you guys are the foundations for this new assistant manager team that we're going to build. So you guys are 2 out of 7. So I'm looking for 5 more assistant managers to bring my team to this kickoff meeting. So we'll have our 5 MITs, our 5 managers be there for their office. And then I want to bring, I don't know if Stacy or Gerardo will let me know. So I'm going to vouch for you guys. I'm going to fight for you because I want to bring you to this. So in April, we'll go to probably Dallas for a summer kickoff meeting. It's a regional meeting. It's a big deal. It's probably 5 or 6 hours long, and it's the prep meeting for the summer. So we're going to come back with a huge to-do list on how to get ready for May. May is big kickoff, and we call it our grand opening. We call it our grand opening. We call it a grand opening. Like I said, the summer is like the kickoff to our business. It's like the busy season. It's like if you're at the mall prepping for Christmas. You're in November prepping for Christmas in December for a mall or something like that. Like that's how, like, this is our event. This is our big thing. This is our big time in the summer. Why? Because all students want jobs in the summer.